Progress is the foundation of fulfillment. When you are consistently growing, evolving, and pushing beyond your current limitations, you experience a sense of purpose and energy that keeps you moving forward. It's not about achieving perfection in a single day or making massive changes overnight. It's about making small, incremental improvements that compound over time. Every day is an opportunity to refine yourself, to learn something new, to become a little bit stronger, and to step closer to the person you are capable of becoming. The key to happiness isn't just reaching a goal. It's the process of striving towards something greater than yourself. When you set a goal and commit to improving, you create momentum. That momentum builds confidence, and confidence fuels more progress. The cycle of growth becomes self-sustaining, but it starts with one choice, the decision to be better than you were yesterday. Too often, people measure their success based on others. They compare their journey to someone else's and feel discouraged when they don't see the same results. But the only real competition is with yourself. The only person you need to be better than is the version of you from the day before. This mindset eliminates unnecessary pressure and redirects your focus toward personal mastery. It shifts your perspective from frustration to empowerment because every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Growth isn't always comfortable. It requires stepping outside of your comfort zone, facing challenges head on, and embracing temporary discomfort in pursuit of long-term fulfillment. Progress demands discipline, resilience, and an unshakable commitment to pushing forward even when results aren't immediate. There will be setbacks, failures, and obstacles along the way, but these moments are opportunities to grow. Every failure holds a lesson. Every challenge strengthens your character. Progress isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about learning to navigate them with a mindset that turns obstacles into stepping stones. Success doesn't come from random bursts of effort. It comes from daily commitment. The smallest habits, when done consistently, lead to extraordinary results over time. Whether it's improving your health, mastering a skill, or building a stronger mindset, what matters is that you keep moving forward. It's not about how fast you progress. It's about ensuring that you never stop. Even the tiniest action, when repeated consistently, has the power to create a massive transformation. The key is to measure progress, not perfection. Waiting for the perfect moment to start or expecting flawless execution will only lead to stagnation. The goal is improvement, not flawlessness. Each day is a fresh chance to reflect on what worked, what didn't, and what can be improved. Growth is about embracing the process, taking action even when things aren't perfect, and recognizing that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Ultimately, fulfillment isn't found in the destination, it's found in the journey of becoming more than you were yesterday. The path to a better life isn't built on luck or talent, it's built on consistent effort and an unbreakable commitment to growth. The challenge isn't to be the best in the world. It's to be the best version of yourself every single day. Change begins the moment you decide that your current standards are no longer acceptable. The quality of your life is a direct reflection of the standards you hold for yourself. If you accept mediocrity in your health, relationships, career, or mindset, that is exactly what you will experience. But when you raise your standards and refuse to settle for anything less than your best, everything starts to shift. The way you think, the way you act, and the way you show up in life all elevate to match the new expectations you set for yourself. Most people don't achieve their full potential not because they lack the ability, but because they tolerate less from themselves. They settle for a job they don't love, relationships that don't fulfill them, and habits that hold them back. They convince themselves that this is just how life is, but in reality, it's simply a result of the standards they've chosen to accept. The truth is, nothing changes until you demand more from yourself. Your standards dictate your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your results. If you want to create a different reality, you must first redefine what you are willing to accept. Raising your standards is not about wishing or hoping for change. It's about making a firm commitment to no longer accept anything below your potential. It's about drawing a line in the sand and saying, this is who I am, and this is what I expect from myself. When you decide that you will no longer settle for being out of shape, you change your daily habits. When you decide that you will no longer tolerate negative self-talk, you change your mindset. When you decide that you will only engage in meaningful relationships, you shift the way you interact with others. The moment you truly commit to a higher standard, you start making different choices that align with that vision. Standards are not just about setting goals, they are about identity. The way you see yourself determines the level of effort and commitment you bring to every area of your life. If you see yourself as someone who follows through, takes action and strives for excellence, then your behaviors will naturally reflect that. On the other hand, if you see yourself as someone who procrastinates, makes excuses, or settles for less, you will always find ways to reinforce that belief. Lasting change happens when you shift your identity and raise the bar on what you demand from yourself. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not talent or luck. It's the standards they hold themselves to. People who achieve greatness don't allow themselves to operate at a level beneath their potential. They demand more, and in doing so, they push past their limitations and create extraordinary results. They don't wait for motivation. They hold themselves accountable to a higher level of action. Your standards define what you will and will not tolerate in your life. If you want more, you must expect more from yourself. The moment you raise your standards and commit to living by them, everything in your life begins to change. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act determines the results you get. If your mindset is filled with doubt, fear, and limitation, your actions will reflect that, and so will your outcomes. But if your mindset is focused on growth, possibility, and resilience, you will naturally take the kinds of actions that lead to success. The quality of your life is a direct result of the quality of your thoughts. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. Most people are held back not by their circumstances, but by their beliefs about what is possible. They create mental barriers that convince them they aren't capable, worthy, or ready to achieve more. These beliefs are not reality. They are simply thoughts that have been repeated so often that they feel like the truth. The key to breaking free from limitation is to reprogram your mind with empowering beliefs. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, start focusing on what you can do. Instead of telling yourself you're not good enough, start reinforcing the idea that you are capable of learning, growing, and becoming more. The way you speak to yourself matters because your mind is always listening. Every breakthrough starts in the mind. If you want to achieve a goal, you must first see yourself as the kind of person who is capable of achieving it. This means eliminating the negative self-talk that keeps you stuck. Stop telling yourself that you're not smart enough, talented enough, or lucky enough. These are just stories, and stories can be rewritten. Choose to tell yourself a different story, one in which you are strong, resourceful, and relentless in your pursuit of growth. The mind is like a muscle. The more you train it to focus on solutions instead of problems, the stronger it becomes. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. If you allow negativity, fear, and self-doubt to control your mind, your life will mirror those patterns. But when you take control of your thoughts, when you actively choose optimism, confidence, and belief in yourself, your life will start to transform. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending problems don't exist. It's about training your mind to see challenges as opportunities for growth. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of seeing failure, see a lesson. Instead of seeing obstacles, see possibilities. The mind will always find evidence to support what you believe. So choose to believe in your ability to rise above any challenge. Mastering your mindset doesn't happen overnight, but it is a skill that can be developed. It starts with awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts you allow into your mind. Replace negative patterns with empowering ones. Surround yourself with people who reinforce a strong mindset. Feed your mind with knowledge, inspiration, and perspectives that elevate your thinking. The stronger your mindset, the stronger your actions. And the stronger your actions, the greater your results. Everything begins in the mind. Master it, and you master your future. Taking massive action is the difference between success and stagnation. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, overthinking every decision and hesitating out of fear. They believe they need more information, more confidence, or more time before they can start. But the truth is, action is what creates momentum. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to move forward. The only way to create change, to break through limitations, and to achieve real results is to take massive, consistent action. Most people hold themselves back because they want certainty before they act. They want to know the outcome before they take the first step. But success doesn't come from waiting for guarantees. It comes from taking bold action despite uncertainty. Every great achievement starts with a decision to move forward, even when the path isn't clear. The people who succeed are not the ones who have all the answers in advance, but the ones who are willing to figure it out along the way. They don't let fear, doubt, or perfectionism stop them. They act, they adapt, and they keep pushing forward. Taking massive action is not about doing a little bit here and there. It's about going all in. It's about committing fully to your goals and doing whatever it takes to make them a reality. Small, hesitant actions lead to small, hesitant results. But when you act with intensity, with energy, and with absolute commitment, you create a powerful force that propels you forward. Action breeds confidence. The more you do, the more capable you feel. And the more capable you feel, the more willing you are to take even bigger actions. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until they feel ready. They assume they need motivation before they can take action. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. The secret is to take action first and let momentum create motivation. When you push yourself to take that first step, no matter how uncomfortable, you create a sense of progress. That progress fuels more action. And before you know it, you're moving at a pace that once seemed impossible. Massive action also requires persistence. There will be obstacles, there will be failures, there will be moments when things don't go as planned. But those who succeed are the ones who refuse to stop. They don't let setbacks define them. Instead, they see every challenge as an opportunity to learn, adjust, and come back stronger. They don't wait for permission to chase their goals. They take control and make things happen. If you want to change your life, if you want to achieve something extraordinary, you must break free from hesitation and take massive action. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. The time will never be perfect, but the only way to create momentum is to start moving. Success is not reserved for those who are the smartest or the most talented. It belongs to those who are willing to take bold, relentless action toward their vision. The moment you commit fully and take massive action, you shift from hoping for success to creating it. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Every person experiences setbacks, disappointments, and hardships, but what separates those who rise from those who remain stuck is the ability to turn pain into power. Pain can either break you or build you. It all depends on how you choose to respond to it. Most people allow pain to define them, using it as an excuse to hold back, play small, or give up. But those who succeed take their pain and transform it into fuel. They use it as motivation to push harder, to grow stronger, and to become unstoppable. Pain is one of life's greatest teachers. It reveals weaknesses, exposes limitations, and forces you to confront the areas of your life that need growth. Instead of running from pain, lean into it. Look at what it's trying to teach you. Every challenge holds a lesson, and every setback contains an opportunity. When you shift your mindset from seeing pain as an obstacle to viewing it as a tool for growth, everything changes. Pain stops being something you fear and becomes something you use to sharpen your mind, strengthen your spirit, and build resilience. Most people avoid discomfort, choosing to stay in their comfort zones where things feel safe and predictable. But growth never happens in comfort. The greatest transformations happen in moments of adversity. When you are tested, when you feel like you've hit your limit, that is when you have the opportunity to redefine what you are capable of. The human spirit is stronger than most realize, but the only way to access that strength is by pushing through pain, not avoiding it. Every great success story is built on a foundation of struggle. The most successful people have faced failure, rejection, and hardship, but they refused to let those experiences define them. Instead of allowing pain to weaken them, they used it as the driving force to prove what they were capable of. Pain creates hunger. When you've been through struggles, when you've felt loss, failure, or disappointment, you have two choices. Let it defeat you, or let it drive you. Those who choose the latter turn their pain into purpose. They take control of their narrative and decide that their past will not dictate their future. Embracing pain does not mean ignoring it or pretending it doesn't exist. It means acknowledging it, processing it, and then using it to move forward with even greater strength. Pain has the power to break limitations because it forces you to grow beyond your old self. When you choose to channel pain into action, whether that means working harder, improving yourself, or proving to yourself that you can rise, you reclaim your power. Pain will always be part of life, but suffering is optional. The most powerful thing you can do is refuse to let pain control you. Instead, use it. Let it remind you of your strength. Let it fuel your ambition. Let it shape you into the person you were meant to become. When you learn to turn pain into power, nothing can stop you. Success is not the result of one big action. It is the outcome of small, consistent habits repeated over time. The key to long-term growth and achievement lies in conditioning your habits. Every action you take, no matter how small, contributes to shaping your identity and defining your future. The difference between those who achieve extraordinary results and those who remain stuck is not talent, luck, or intelligence. It is the ability to develop and maintain the right habits that drive them forward every single day. Most people underestimate the power of daily habits because they expect instant results. They want success overnight, and when they don't see immediate progress, they give up. But true transformation happens through consistency. The habits you build today may not show results tomorrow, next week, or even next month, but over time, they create momentum. Just as negative habits can slowly lead to failure, positive habits can build unstoppable success. The key is to recognize that every action, no matter how small, is either moving you closer to your goals or further away from them. Most successful people don't rely on motivation alone, because motivation is temporary. They create systems and routines that ensure they take action even when they don't feel like it. Habits remove the need for constant decision-making and willpower. When something becomes automatic, there is no debate, no hesitation. It simply gets done. If you condition yourself to wake up early, exercise, learn, or take consistent action toward your goals, those behaviors become second nature. Over time, these small habits compound into massive results. Creating powerful habits starts with clarity. If you don't have a clear vision of what you want, it's easy to fall into habits that waste time and energy. Define the outcomes you desire and then build habits that align with those goals. Whether it's improving your health, building a business, or mastering a skill, the secret is not doing something once, but committing to daily actions that create progress. Even the smallest effort, repeated consistently, leads to exponential growth. One of the most common reasons people fail to build strong habits is that they rely on discipline alone. But discipline fades when challenges arise, which is why successful people create environments that support their habits. They eliminate distractions, surround themselves with people who push them to be better, and design routines that make success inevitable. If you want to build a habit of reading, keep books in visible places. If you want to exercise more, lay out your workout clothes the night before. Small changes in your environment can make a huge difference in maintaining habits. Momentum is the key to lasting success. Once a habit is formed, it creates a ripple effect, making other positive changes easier. The hardest part is getting started, but once a habit becomes part of your identity, it no longer feels like a struggle. It becomes who you are. The secret to success is not in occasional bursts of effort, but in the small, disciplined actions you take every single day. Condition your habits, and you will condition your future. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset, your actions, and ultimately your success. Your environment shapes your standards, your beliefs, and the level at which you operate. If you spend time with those who settle for mediocrity, who make excuses, or who accept less than they are capable of, it becomes easy to adopt the same mentality. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with driven, ambitious, and growth-oriented individuals, their mindset and energy will naturally elevate your own. Success is not just about what you do, it's also about who you choose to be around. Energy is contagious. The people in your life either inspire you to grow or hold you back. If you are constantly around negativity, doubt, and fear-based thinking, it will slowly influence the way you see yourself and your potential. You may start second-guessing your goals, questioning your abilities, or lowering your standards without even realizing it. This is why it is essential to be intentional about your circle. The conversations you engage in, the perspectives you absorb, and the people you listen to shape your reality. Surround yourself with those who challenge you, push you, and demand more from you. One of the fastest ways to accelerate growth is to seek out those who are already operating at a higher level. If you want to improve your health, spend time with those who prioritize fitness and well-being. If you want to build a successful business, engage with entrepreneurs and visionaries who think bigger. If you want to strengthen your mindset, learn from those who have mastered resilience and discipline. Being in the right environment shifts your perspective and shows you what is possible. When you see others achieving greatness, it reinforces the belief that you can do the same. Your standards are directly influenced by the expectations of those around you. If you are in an environment where excuses are the norm, you will naturally adopt the same patterns. But if you are surrounded by people who take responsibility, who push through obstacles, and who refuse to settle, you will be inspired to hold yourself to a higher standard. Success is often the result of raising your expectations and aligning yourself with those who demand excellence, not just from themselves, but from you as well. Evaluating your environment requires honesty. Who do you spend the most time with? Do they lift you up, challenge you, and encourage your growth? Or do they drain your energy, instill doubt, and keep you stuck in the same patterns? If your environment is not serving your growth, it may be time to make changes. This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life entirely, but it does mean being intentional about who has the most influence over your mindset and decisions. Growth happens when you place yourself in an environment that fosters it. Choose to be around people who push you beyond your comfort zone, who believe in your potential, and who inspire you to keep leveling up. The right environment will not just support your success, it will accelerate it. Your circle determines your trajectory, so choose wisely. Growth is not a destination, it is a lifelong journey of continuous improvement. The moment you stop growing, you start declining. There is no such thing as standing still. Either you are moving forward or you are falling behind. The key to achieving lasting success and fulfillment is to commit to constant and never-ending improvement. No matter how much progress you make, there is always another level to reach. The most successful people in the world are not those who settle after achieving a goal, but those who keep pushing themselves to learn more, to do more, and to become more. Most people become complacent once they reach a certain level of success. They get comfortable thinking they have made it and stop doing the things that got them there in the first place. But growth is not something you do once and forget about. It must become a daily practice. If you want to stay ahead, you must always be looking for ways to improve, whether it's in your mindset, your skills, your health, or your relationships. The greatest achievers in any field, from business to sports to personal development, are those who never stop learning and evolving. One of the biggest barriers to continuous growth is the belief that what worked in the past will always work in the future. The world is constantly changing, and if you are not adapting, you are falling behind. What got you to one level will not necessarily get you to the next. You must always be willing to challenge yourself, to seek new knowledge, and to refine your approach. This means staying curious, being open to feedback, and constantly looking for ways to improve. Growth requires humility, the understanding that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. Committing to lifelong growth also means embracing discomfort. Growth does not happen in comfort zones. It happens when you push yourself beyond what feels easy or familiar. It happens when you take risks, face challenges, and step into the unknown. Every time you stretch yourself beyond your current limits, you expand your potential. The more you challenge yourself, the stronger you become. If you avoid discomfort, you also avoid growth. The only way to reach new levels is to keep pushing beyond your old ones. The pursuit of growth is not just about achieving more, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about looking back each year and knowing you have evolved, that you have learned new skills, strengthened your mindset, and become more capable. Success is not just about external achievements, it is about internal progress. True fulfillment comes from knowing that you are continuously improving, that you are becoming wiser, stronger, and more resilient every single day. Never settle, never stop growing. No matter how far you've come, there is always another level. The greatest gift you can give yourself is the commitment to becoming better every day. Growth is not an event, it is a way of life. Keep pushing, keep learning, and keep striving for the next level. The best version of you is always ahead, waiting for you to step up and claim it.